Hello, hello. So first of all, I want to thank everyone for the beautiful comments they posted on the piano compositions that I posted. I want to actually share an Elul idea that's related to that because you don't realize how much time and effort and focus it takes to create something like that. It didn't happen over a week or even a month. It took months and months to create that. And if I'd be honest, really, it was something that evolved over years of work. And how did that happen? Well, I had to learn how to play piano. How did that happen? Well, when I was around 17, I committed to teaching myself piano and guitar. And I taught myself how to play and then I started composing. Now, that is a vision, that's a dream I had when I was younger. And we're at the time of dreams. Elul, it's a time to dream. But a dream is great. But you don't really think about all the work involved in the dream. I mean, I spent who knows how long being horrible at piano and guitar. I remember my dad used to come in and used to say, like, you're doing great. But, we both knew that I sounded horrible. But you commit and you get better and better slowly over time. And you have to tap into the power of the dream. Right now is the time to think about, what do you want to create with your life? Who do you want to become? I mean, even think about this right now. Right now, do you have any idea how bad I was at creating videos? I mean, take a step back. Public speaking. Public speaking is difficult. It's the famous joke that the number one fear in the world is public speaking, and the number two fear is death, which means that if someone goes to a funeral, they'd rather be in the casket than giving the speech. I mean, public speaking is difficult. You have to be vulnerable. You have to put yourself out there. But that's one thing. And it took years to develop public speaking skills to become someone who's able to articulate and express ideas in a public format. But this is a whole new dimension. Making videos, when I started making videos, I can barely get a sentence out. Why? Because you're speaking to yourself. You have to simulate the experience. Right now, I have to imagine that there's someone on the other end. I have to imagine that I'm speaking to someone. And that is difficult. But over time, you're able to get better. And if I look at my first videos and I crack up because it is so, I just look at myself. I'm thinking, like, you have no idea what you're doing. You're overemphasizing. It's fake. It's phony. You're putting in too much energy. It doesn't come across as natural and real, and it takes time. But you have the vision. You have the dream. And over the course of time, when you stick to it and you have emunah in Hashem and you just daven and put in the effort every single day, 100% hishtadlus and 100% emunah, you go all in every day and you recognize that it all comes from Hashem. And over time, you start to progress. So right now, it's a time to dream. It's a time to take a step back and say, what do I want my life to be like? What's the ultimate vision of my future? And then take a step back and say, okay, what's this year going to be like? How am I going to make this year the first step towards my ultimate dream? And then start. I mean, look back at all the amazing things that you've accomplished in your life. It's because you had a vision, you had a goal, you had a dream. So right now I'm heading on a plane to Atlanta, going to a nice conference. But I just wanted to share this message with you because it's been on my mind that so often we see people who are doing things or seem to be like finished products, and we forget that there's a journey. And there's a big difference between talents and skills. Talents is something that comes naturally. Skill is something that's developed. Music took me years and years and years to develop. Public speaking, forget public speaking, learning the actual ideas, learning Torah, trying to become a Talmid Chacham, trying to become the best version of myself. That's something that takes time. It takes commitment, and we're all a work in progress. For me, I'm thinking about this upcoming year. I have so many things I want to accomplish. I have a vision of my future, and it's about coming up with an actual concrete plan to make that vision a reality. So I want you to really take a step back and say, okay, it's time to dream, but I want to do two things. I want to think about the ultimate year I can have, but then I want to create a concrete plan, concrete goals, concrete commitments. And Be'ez Hashem, we're going to turn this year into the most amazing year possible.